gas money is freaking awesome. Even something as little as just being able to get enough to put a tank of gas in the truck is amazing. And I know I've been naughty and I've been throwing bits at people like on St. Patrick's Day, and I probably shouldn't have because it bit me in the ass this week. Um, the only reason I did is because I looked at my bank account and go, oh, good, well, I already paid for school funds and I managed to take care of that, and it's not enough to fully pay for the other things, so I'm just going to buy like, $5 or $6 in one thing and I'm going to throw money at people. And that was not a good idea. Um, yeah, Irish holidays will do that, so don't do that. Take care of yourself first. But you have to admit, I had a rough week last week. I ended up losing two friends. One that was pretty damn close to me, and one that um, I've known him for 10 years. He's closer to my husband. But these things happen. All right, I'm gonna end stream at 5. So I got 15 minutes. I wish this would stop popping back on, unfortunately. Um, so I'm gonna dig down in here and see if I can find another section of his colored wool. Hopefully some undercoat. This would be freaking awesome if I can find some of his undercoat. I don't want to dump the whole thing out though. I know I have another bag that's just the dark bits that I have set aside. I should probably just go grab that bag. That was going to require disturbing all of my ducks. They're going to all freak out. I'm trying not to freak my ducks out. Unless there's a bag of wool on that side. Which there might be. No, I think I put it all in the closet. I am going to very carefully get up and try to not disturb the ducks, which is totally going to be hilariously not able at all. So I almost just want to turn the camera around so you can see the chaos that's about to ensue. So, you know what? Screw it. This is at least going to be entertaining. Probably not so much for me. Never mind, nice lady. You have now fed us. Yeah, I had them in the bin in the cage, but I like to let them out to stretch their legs once in a while. Oh my goodness. All right, back to this. How did I find my bag? So anyway, I did find the right bag of wool. Oop, I'm apparently tangled. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Silly asses. Alright, so what's nice about this bag of wool is this bag of wool has all the dark bits, because I pulled all the dark bits out of the other one. So let's see what we got. Oh, we got anything good. Oh good, we got some mixed undercoat there too. Alright, so we got the nice, damn it, again with the stupid rolly chair. Okay. Alright, so that's Minions. Alright, and I want to get some of this mixed undercoat, so I'm going to pull out, this should be good. Oh my goodness, Cole. Yeah, some of this has been double cut. I was still learning how to shear at this point in my life. And I still am. It's a big learning curve. You don't grow up with sheet. Especially that, and he's a new ram to me, so being inexperienced doesn't exactly help. Cole, chill. Alright, so we'll get some, that should be a good enough start. Then I gotta work on my Cisco chapter and do a module for the firefighter training tonight. And then once that is complete, I can maybe play a game later. That would be freaking amazing. Although I got so much other stuff going on right now. Who knows? Like I said, taking commissions. Commissions are totally open. I do lots of cute little things. I do more than felting. This is just something that I've kind of picked up to do for the stream team that one of my friends helped me get on, because I do fiber stuff, and she had said, hey, you do some really cool stuff, and I've seen your animals. Why don't you see if you could, get into my stream team by doing some fiber crafts, because they do primarily fiber stuff. I'm like, all right, that's true. I can do that. So I try to do. This is a bit of a variety channel, but there is a mostly felt, because that's what Naughty by Nature is focused on, and or at least fiber arts for the most part. But fibers, arts, sewing, etc. I do also do very, very many other things. Oh, Cole's picture fell down like boom. I've done paintings. I do drawings. I do other types of work also. I do a little bit of networking stuff, because I love computers. So I do a little bit of that too. I also do graphic design, Photoshop. I've done logo designs for people before professionally. I used to work in movies, so I know how to do other stuff, and like make animations and things. I'm actually working on animation for Fierce Kittens right now. I showed her last night the work in progress. I said it's going to be a while because I'm like literally like hand rotoring, frame by framing, and it's basically it's Sailor Moon's transformation. It's going to be Sailor Moon's transformation into Sailor Tailor. So she's got something else to run for subs on off days just for fun. And at least that's my intent. I don't know whatever her intent is going to be. She can do it. She can do with it what she wants to do with it. But I've already kind of taken that original locket that opens and I've turned it into her little heart emote kitten thing. And when it opens, there's two potato cats in it. And I'm gonna keep adding more little, inside jokes and asides and stuff that has to do with her kind of personality. Because I have fun doing that. I just think it's entertaining. And I'm also going to be working on a do the Mo show dance. So I got a couple little here and there projects that I want to do for other streamers and stuff just for fun because people have been really nice to me and it's been really nice here. But I do other things. I think I need to have more white first. This is short. I can probably use the probably use a shorty for the front of the nose though, just because they tend to have a might be too short. Oh, I need to find maybe slightly longer than that. Yeah, this is double cut unfortunately. That was my bad when I trimmed it. Okay, there we go. Because now I'm thinking to do the Mushu dance from Veggie Tales, and what ends up going through my poor little head is that one and the eight Polish foods at Christmas that always kind of weirded me out about it is like they're talking vegetables and they're singing about different kinds of food, and one of those is a potato latke. So does that make the Veggie Tales crew cannibals? So that's kind of like you gotta understand. I'm a strange person. I had weird friends, and I'm going to terribly miss one of them. But yeah, that's an important question on my mind right now. Is are the Veggie Tales technically are they technically cannibalistic vegetables? Can you have a cannibalistic vegetable? I mean, plants will eat pretty much anything that their roots can get to for the most part, at least in any organic matter. I mean, that's how that works, right? They absorb nutrients, so I mean, in theory, all plants are carnivorous once that stuff breaks down. And I guess they'd be rather cannibalistic. So is Larry the cucumber a cannibal? This is why it takes a special group of people to love me. Do, 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 do. busted. Okay, did it snap off inside or outside? Because I didn't see where it went. Okay, I'm hoping that that's that needle tip over there and it's not the old one. Cole! I don't think it's in there. I don't want to pull another needle out. Did I have another needle already up here? Yeah, there's one. Two felting needles in this stream. That sucks. Happens though. It's alright. Alright, and just you gotta keep an eye out where his mouth's at, or her mouth's at. I still want to know where it is, just because when I go back later and trim this, right now I'm just kind of... Okay. Alright, so we got that first little bit in there. You know, I might... No, I think I'll wait for the next pass, because I still need to bring, well, this one's got just a little bit, so this, because there's less of that, I think it'll be okay to start mixing this one here. So I'm going to start mixing with this lighter mix of white. I'm going to have to go half and half and start at the back and work forward. Alright, and then we'll start working the lighter mixes first, and then work towards, and then start working it more dark. Because remember that, when I get to about the bridge of the nose, I want to have considerably more of the darker material available. And there's going to be more white up front and a bit of more of a divide, because usually how it is, it kind of tapers a little bit. So definitely the row after this one is going to be my goodness, Cole, is going to be a very dark row. And what I'll probably do for this one is the very middle of the nose and right around the eyes is going to be black. Because on the salt and peppers like this, it actually occurs naturally. I actually had I think Austin, that's probably how Austin's beard was. Alright, so I split that like that, and now I'm going to go to the other side, and again, I'm going to use this white that has just a little bit, add maybe just a little bit more, little bit of the darker guard hairs. And put that just right, have her turn over. I like just right, like here. I wonder if Matt's home early. I kind of hope Matt is home early. I really do. It's still storming out. It looks yucky. Definitely looks yucky. Oh, and then the other things I need to do is I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing for giveaways and stuff, because I really would love to be able to get on, you know, Reach Affiliate at some point. You know, I look at it like so many other people, and they're like, you know, I've been on Twitch for like less than a month and I already had affiliate. I'm like, damn it, what am I doing wrong? I know part of that is just because my internet's horrible, but I think we finally got at least that figured out. I got really lucky, and one of the other streamers is like, okay, this is how you manage doing OBS when you're having internet issues, and this is the settings that you want to do, and you know, just really helpful, you know, getting it fixed, which was great. And so now I can actually, like, you know, at least you can watch the stream, I guess is the best way to put it, is that, hey, it's watchable now. Yeah, which is a good thing. It's always a good thing when you actually watch what you're doing. guy's barking at? I know there's a sheep that keeps trying to escape, and she really wishes she wouldn't because she's very pregnant. Like, I think she's due any time now. And the reason she's up is because the weather outside is crap and she's going to be a first time mommy, and I really don't want her to drop a lamb in this. And, if it was like her second year, like Minions had a couple before. And she got lucky when she dropped her first one. We had her bred kind of late in the year, and you know, um, it was like an Easter Sunday morning when she dropped the lamb, and luckily the grass has already started to come on, and it wasn't too terribly cold out, and I wasn't home, so she did really good by herself. She had a nice big single, and big singles aren't always the best way to go with a first timer. But she did just fine, and came home, and there was a little lamb, and she was taking care of it like a good mama, and she dropped her last year. I think she dropped her lambs last year too. Same way, just poof, done, just early in the morning, and did a good job with them. So that's hey, that's all good. And then actually, I think pretty much everyone so far has dropped them outside. Oh no, except ice cream. Ice cream, I had her put up. I think when she was looking. Did I? I had to think about that. Yeah, no, I think ice cream was like poof, surprise lambs, like or poof goats, like yay goats. They just kind of appeared one day, and that was a good thing. And Allie was still in the field because I didn't think she was ready to go yet. I honestly didn't think that Allie was going to go for at least another like couple days to a week. She hasn't filled up her udder as well this year as she had in the past, but then again, she skipped last year. Oh, yes, someone who knows details. The original, I only know of one version. I know of the early, um, 3D ones from I guess back in like how was it late 90s, early 2000s. But those were the only ones that we watched because I was in 3D animation. Um, I was in 3D animation. I don't know who's coming, but I hear a car in college, and that's when I was kind of introduced to it. Actually, no, it might have been a little bit earlier than that. It might have been when I was still in high school. Yeah, I was probably gonna say late 90s, early 2000s Veggie Tales. Like silly songs with Larry and stuff. But so those are the ones that you think about that, and it's like, why? It's like, what? But yeah. Well, thanks for popping in. I totally don't mind having someone to chat with. But I guess it needs to go here. And now we're starting to get into the where do I need to put this wool because I'm going to be doing some blending. So this takes a little more thinking and hopefully not stabbing my fingers. I wonder if they're grading the driveway. It's almost what that sounds like. It almost sounds like there's a scraper. And they might be. There might Howard or Kenny might be coming down with a scraper to put some grate on the driveway, just because it is snowing so bad out. I'm gonna actually answer that in chat just because it's like keep in mind stream is sometimes very far behind. Hello. never know how much chat lags behind, if chat lags behind either, because it's always so confusing with how they have the timing set up. So I'm hoping the chat's instantaneous, but I really don't know. I actually have a whole bunch of VeggieTale songs on the computer. Well, silly songs with Larry anyway, because they're adorable. Speaking of Larry, this Schnauzer's going to need a hairbrush shortly, because he definitely has hair. Alright, cool. So next level, I think I got just one more here. It needs the white. Then we're going to move into some next level stuff and start going around with the mix it all the way around. And try to get the cleaner wool. Cleaner wool. Hmm. I suppose the other question would be, isn't Bob technically a fruit? But again, so are grapes. So I guess it doesn't really, they don't have to necessarily be vegetables. Was it ever addressed that Bob is actually a fruit? You just don't want to go in there, do you? You're being very naughty, wool. You have naughty wool. Naughty, 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 naughty wool. Naughty, 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 naughty wool. My wool, my wool, my wool is naughty. My wool is naughty wool. My wool is being very bad. Please don't break any more of my felting needles now, wool. I need you to get in there. I need you very bad. I need to cover his face. I don't want to break any more needles, at least not today. 2 have already gone, and I don't want to lose a third, so I'm gonna filter real slowly. Oh, he was was sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined. But now he's dear, I'm so unsure. See it there before. Oh crap, it's after 5. I'm supposed to be doing other stuff. But I want to finish the puppy. Oh, at least need to get this even. So that's one more spot here. It's like, I want to finish the puppy so bad, but at the same time, I really got to do my other homework. Because I got to like write a report and do slides and stuff, and I still got to figure out when and where I'm pre-planning a building. Which means I really should kick the kid off on the bus tomorrow morning and go straight up to Indian Creek, and then see if I can sit on the station with whoever's there. I think I need to start in the front on this one, and then work towards the back. Alright, so this is going to be one of the last ones that covers for the nose. It needs to cover about here. And then as we go back, I'm going to start darkening the colors. I'll probably dig through that bag and see if I can find some good darker stuff too. And notice this, I'm doing this a little bit wider because of where it's located. Okay. should do that. And you fold that down now. All right, almost. So now we're going to start working it back on that first row here, because now we're pretty close to it. I'm going to start bringing it back with the darker ones. I'm going to start getting this stuff together. The ones that have a little more of this darker wool in it. Make sure you get a little more variegated-ish, that blending pattern. Again, mixing it, just carefully mixing it, just pulling it across. You gotta hold the tips with your thumbs, and you pull them out. All right. I'm gonna flatten a little bit. Just kind of eyeball it. All right, I'm gonna go on this side, and I'm gonna fold this about. I go this way. I'm gonna fold about here, and basically, that's the width of the snout up to the eyes. All right. And I'm going to, again, to take that, like I showed with my needle, how I do this, where you want to kind of grab this stuff under, so you're getting all of it. And, and then go right through into your finger. Yes! Okay, go me. All right, and then you want to go through here. This is why you put shit underneath felting. That's why this is a little bit harder. All right. Don't push all the way in, because you will stab yourself. Take it from me. I know these things. I just did it. Alright, so on both sides, and then this, just finding where that is below where the eye would be, so you can pull this down. Basically, you're going to go for a line from here to the tip of the nose. Alright, and now, without pressing so hard that you stab yourself, go ahead and start locking in your fiber. Again, not using as much pressure so I don't go all the way through. I remember talking to someone the other night in one of the Twitch chats. It's like, yeah, man, another friend used to felt all the time. I even went ahead and I bought her like finger guards, and then because she'd always stab this one finger, and then she started stabbing a different finger, and I'm like, I know, it's a felting, you can't win. That's how felting works. All right, cool. So I'm gonna fold this guy back, and now I'm gonna go ahead and press down from here. And make sure you get coverage that you're happy with. Okay. All right. Well, we got one side of the face. Now we gotta do the other side here. Same colors. And then start mixing into the darker stuff. So I may actually mix a little bit of the black wool in with this, unless I can actually find some of his black wool. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly on Brock, he is not black all the way down. He has an almost uniformly white-ish undercoat. So I probably won't find actually black wool, which is why I want to get a black sheep. I want a black sheep so bad. Oh, hey, Crochet Dude. I don't know which song you got to hear. Sometimes I sing little songs to myself to keep myself occupied. Yeah, no, I'm constantly be stabbing myself too. That was the last thing I remember happening. But yeah, I'm gonna go do the other side. How have you been doing today? Anyway, I've been watching your streams. I think you were making that really cute shamrock leprechaun hat, that Fourth of July hat, or the Fourth of July, the St. Patty's Day hat the other day. Okay, almost. Again, just straightening out the guard hairs, trying to get everything fall in place so when I start stabbing it, it'll fold over easier. And just pressure with the thumbs and just pull it out and then fold it back in. No, OBS, behave yourself. Don't die on me. Alright, what's running in the background? It's taking up all my stuff. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to put on the regulator. I have I actually have a bandwidth regulator that I found that I have turned off at the moment, but if it's going to be dumb, I'm going to turn it back on just so I get an idea of what is running right now that does not need to be. Alright, so Discord doesn't need to update constantly. I want OBS to get the bulk of it. Chrome needs to stop. Alright, hopefully that'll balance it out a little bit. Now, OBS can use all the bandwidth it wants. Discord needs to knock it off. I'm gonna kill Discord. No, you stops. Stop it. Both. Stop. They're like eating all the bandwidth. It's not cool. Okay, there we go. There, I should be back to normal now. Alrighty, so now we're going to finish on this side, and then we get to go even darker. There actually was a Schnauzer named Batman. It's a very famous Schnauzer. He made beautiful puppies. He won many, many, many prizes. It was owned by probably one of the better breeders of like all time. It was Minuteman. I think it was one of I'm pretty sure it was Minuteman Schnauzers had Batman. Of course, because it died, I doubt it was recording, so I probably didn't even hear that I said hello to Crochet Dude, which I did, and he's there, and you know, if anyone's watching this in the podcast later, go give him a follow. He is fantastic as far as the detail work goes. Always impresses me because I just cannot function with crochet needles. It is hilarious. Um, but he makes beautiful stuff. He has this big old giraffe. It was sitting out behind him that he was just popped out. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago at most. And on St. Patty's Day, he was working on this really cool hat, which I need to stop in at some point when next time he's streaming and find out how that came out. Alright, cool. So now we start adding the other stuff. So now we're going to go darker. And then I got to give him eyebrows. Alright, buddy, now we're going to start adding this, mixing some black in. And we'll just check this bag one more time. I think this had a couple different darks in it. Oh, he might actually. Actually, you know what? That looks like more of a variegated undercoating than some of the other ones were. I might be able to use Brock. Oh yeah, that's a much... Alright, so I'm pretty much done with this color. So I can go back into this bag. I'm going to start pulling out that dark. Dark is good. Alright, I'm going to pull this out. This is one of his spots where he has got some darker color. Ooh, he does have... And that's like some real nice silver. Alright, it's cool. I might be able to do this. I might be able to do it. Is there anything darker in here? Yes, he just has like black like spots. Actually, you actually see the color change there where it goes from like a gray to like a little bit like a whiter and then to the darker tips. Yeah, but I actually separate out on his spottiness just because I really desperately need a black sheep. I really need a black sheep bad. I need a baba black sheep that has some real nice wool so I can felt things. Look at that curl! My God. My ducks are sleeping. They quack. They like snore quack. It's so cute. I can like hear them over there. That's seriously. It's like sleep quacking. You guys are so silly. Oh my goodness. Like the 5 babies are like all lined up being adorable. Oh, interesting. I see Poet Girl 13 has popped online. I wonder what my child is doing. I need to get her set up for streaming. I really do. Although she also needs to finish her chores and I need to do my homework. That would also explain the sudden crash in bandwidth. That would definitely explain the sudden crash in bandwidth. Oh, look there. It's nice. That's a nice color. Cool. So we're going to come almost to the middle of his face. So I want to get this, all of this, along that center of his nose, just off center. It's going to be basically right down the eye line. So I want to go right down that eye line. To the tip of his nose. Just where that comes back in. And then just like I've been doing, I'm going to fold this over. See? I'll fold it over and then just tap it in. And you see I'm just kind of picking this out, thinning it out. And if the guard hairs have locked in, it'll pull that lighter undercoat out. So it'll kind of help blend it a little bit. And because it's so thick right now, it's okay to thin it a little bit. So just do a little bit of thinning here. Alright, go for that next bit. Again, just hold that in tight with your thumb. Alright. I'm gonna guess it's probably skipping pretty badly. Oh, it's not too bad. No, it's not too great either, though. Why am I not seeing chrome? Huh. Okay, that should slow that down. Dude, I thought I blocked you. Okay, hopefully. Hopefully that did it. Fingers crossed at that. Alright, back to this. I'm trying to balance it out because my internet speeds are sucky to begin with, and it's snowing, which means it's going to be twice as sucky. But it's probably okay because I need to get off soon. I mean, I don't want to. I need to do a couple modules, and I said I was going to be off at 5, and it's almost 6, and I'm being really bad. And at this rate, I'm not going to get off at all. I'm just going to be on all night until my husband gets home and yells at me. Goal. Oh man, the stabbings. God, that hurt. Alright, so this little dude's getting pretty close to done. Well, at least this part of this dude is getting pretty close to done. I still need to get, I'm going to pick this side a bit. Try to get some of that white bit out. Thin it a little bit. Wasn't it too much? Just a bit. Okay. Next, to see if any of this batting, any of this is long enough fiber-wise. Tend to be mostly like super short though is the problem, is they're not really made for this type of felt. Which is okay when you use them at the very tippy top, but I kind of want to blend it like all the way in. Alright, so what I'm going to do, start working this around by the eyes. Cole picture ran away. Get Cole's picture. Alright. Yeah, so he's like around the eyes. And I gotta decide if I'm gonna do cropped ears or folded ears. Okay, so start right at the edge of where the eyes are gonna end up being. Yep, in a bit, like here. God, so much stuff to do this week. And we gotta get B-sides going for Bloomington, which I totally want to do, but I need so much help with. Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna end up having a thought stream the rest, whatever time I got left in the stream, reviewing all the crap that I need to get done because I need to talk about it so I can remember it. Because I remember things better when I talk about it. So, bear with me. Gonna be monologuing. Okay, so B-sides Bloomington needs to be worked on at IT Club on Thursday. I need to put my foot down and be like, okay, guys, we need to actually talk about this. I mean, I know you want to do these things, but so far, I really want to do is just like be like, dude, you're gonna be in the IT club. You need to give a presentation. It's like a 4-H requirement, even. Because what's been driving me nuts is it's like, well, we need to do all this stuff. I'm like, can we slow down and stop trying to get other people in, and can we make it that everyone in club needs to do like something, or at least club members have to go first and give some sort of presentation so they're actually learning something and not just keep focusing on bringing outside people in. Because quite frankly, I was really disappointed with the Bitcoin guy that one of our faculty advisors brought in. Because, dude, it's freaking Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a joke. It really is. Like, especially when you're like, oh, he's a Bitcoin expert. Like, no, bring in someone who knows like blockchain or something, and let's talk about security and like actual crypto, and let's not try to frame it with you can make $1 million. Like, dude, if you didn't get into Bitcoin like 10, 15 years ago, you're probably not going to be making or haven't made any money, at least not like crazy. And he's like, oh my god, I'm an expert. Like, dude, okay, well, now you've called yourself an expert, and now I really don't trust you. And I was telling my buddy Charles, like, the thing that was annoying me more than anything was oh my god, and it's the exact group of people that we want to bring in. It's that like young, come in for Bitcoin talks. Like, please don't tell these poor kids that they're going to make millions on Bitcoin. They're going to waste money buying cards, and they're going to drive up the prices for all the video cards and make it really hard to do art and upgrade computers. So, I don't know if I want to go on a full-on Bitcoin rant today. I think I just want to finish doing this guy's face. Finishing doing this dude's face. Finish the face. Finish the face. Finish his face. Finish his facey, facey face. Finish this little dude's face. Finish my little dude's face, and once his little face is done, then you can move on to the next thing. And once his face is completed, then you need to go get your homework done. 'Cause you need to get your homework done. 'Cause if you don't get your homework done, you're gonna like totally fail all your classes, and they were expensive. And that would be bad. Oh, so bad. Alright, gonna keep going around the eyes now. Probably break this into like smaller chunks, a little more manageable. Actually, probably needs to be darker chunks. And get like really close to those eyes. I tried to play Dwarf Fortress once. I couldn't figure it out. It just really confused me. It's like I kind of understand what's going on, but not really. And I couldn't find a decent enough playthrough, so I probably need to go look for something that kind of, explains it a little bit better. Like, okay, well, how exactly do you play this game? Because I understand it's text-based. I got that part. What I was having issues with is like, okay, well, how exactly do I tell them to do things? Because it looks like, I've seen stuff on how, well, you can automate this, you can do all this, like, but how do you even get there? That's kind of my question. How did you get this far into this game? To get them to automate to do the things, because I can't even figure out what I'm really doing. And then I got like frustrated and bored with it, which is probably too bad, because apparently it's really, really fun if you can figure it out how it works. But then again, it might just be like super sadistic people who enjoy being super sadistic. It seems to have that kind of a tone to it in some ways, apparently. And then again, it could be that I was playing it in the wrong mode, because it has like multiple modes. Like it's got like an adventure mode, and it's got like a builder mode, and I think someone was saying it was like one of the precursors to Minecraft. I guess as far as like the play style or something, I don't know. So I think down this middle bit now, I'm just going to go ahead and start going straight across. So I'm going to get these darker ones, the darker locks, and try to just make sure it's just these darker locks, and then just go straight across. So I need to pull out as much of this undercoat as possible. And this is a very Icelandic thing because they have that dual coat. I'm going to try to get these to line up best I can. If these get them like centered, I'm probably going to have to actually do this and mix them so they're just so that it lays sort of flatter. I have to mix them probably up and down. So I'm going to pull it apart. And lay it back together. Let me be your song. I said 1, 2, play me do. Let me sound as sweet as you. Play me wide, play me long, play me for your song. Music grows in the rose, rock and rain in the blowing snowstorm. Everything seems to sing everywhere I go. Okay, 1, 2, play me do. Let me sound as sweet as you. Play me high, play